Welcome to Supply Chain Strategies, an online module designed and developed by the Logistics Institute. The strategic point of view that we at the Logistics Institute take regarding supply chain logistics is encapsulated in this diagram. First and foremost, all companies focus on value. Delivering on the value proposition at the very strategic level is the whole purpose of a company. Network strategy and channel design supports the delivery of the value proposition, and it is a structural issue. The interrelationships with companies upstream in a supply management approach to things, and then the interrelationships with customers eventually in the downstream, and that involves demand management. Supporting the structural approach is a more functional approach, integrated logistics process. Procurement, asset inventory management, distribution and transportation. This is the flow through from source to final customer. This flow through pattern supports the structural dimensions of a company, both in terms of supply management and demand management, which in turn support the value delivery and the value proposition of the company. At a more operational level, we have what we call enablers: information systems, policies and procedures, facilities and equipment, and the organizational and reporting structure. These enable everything that is above it. In other words, resting on this foundation of IT, policies, procedures, facilities, equipment, and organizational structure would be the integrated logistics process, which itself supports the structural relationships in a supply management, distribution management context, which in turn supports the delivery of the value proposition. This strategic point of view is the reason why the Logistics Institute refers to supply chain and logistics as a collective noun, supply chain logistics, SCL. We look at it from this perspective, so not just as a shorthand, but because it represents the market approach to business development. You will notice that the organizational structure is a cornerstone. It is part of the foundation, but it is not the totality of the company. The company is about delivering value in the marketplace at a profit. And so this approach to supply chain logistics is driven by market dimensions, by the need to feed and respond to the market, not by the organizational structure. The organizational structure is important, but it is an enabler of market success. And so, taking this as a total picture, we focus on the business strategy, which is to deliver value. We focus on the supply chain strategy, which is network strategy and channel design. It's about supply management and demand management. We look at it include the logistics strategy, which is procurement, inventory management, and distribution transportation management. There is an approach that is integrated, those three, and at the same time, it is process driven, end-to-end process, not silo driven. And of course, the organizational strategy involves technology, policies, procedures, facilities, equipment, and of course, the organizational structure. If we continue on the strategic point of view, we ask ourselves the question, so what does it mean to deliver value? Well, we start with Michael Porter at Harvard. And his value model involves the primary and support activities to create margins. Margins, of course, it's all about profits. And what he identified as the primary activities that contribute to profits for a company in terms of delivering value include inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, and service. So inbound, operations, outbound, marketing, and service. Those are the primary activities that contribute to the profit of the company, increasing margins. Support activities involve firm infrastructure, that is, the organizational structure of the company, human resources and talent management, technology and technology development, the applications of technology, and of course, procurement. Procurement, or the supply side of what is traditionally called logistics or supply management, if you will, is a support activity according to Michael Porter. It is not a primary activity. The primary activity is about getting product through the system, input, throughput, output, so that it can be sold in the marketplace. And at the point of sale, that is where one achieves a profit.